Good evening, friends. This evening session is dedicated to class 10, a long type question that has been asked in several schools exam, and that will be also expected in the pre-board or board exam. The question is about which obligation does Mandela speak? Why was it impossible for the blacks to discharge those duties? Well, you know, Mandela opined to each individual, Mandela opined that each individual has a twin responsibility to perform. Every individual has dual duties to perform. His obligation to his family, his parents, and his own children, and then his obligation to his community, his people, and his nation. Yeah, Mandela says that in a civil and human society, each man is able to fulfill these twin duties according to his inclination and abilities. But in a country like South Africa, it was difficult to perform these twin responsibilities. For Mandela also, it was not easy to perform his duty towards his, people as well as his family. Yes, a man of his color and birth was always prevented from performing this duty. If a person of his birth and color attempted to, live as a human being, he was punished and isolated. A man who tried to fulfill his duty to his people was inevitably ripped off from his family and his home. He was forced to live a life apart, twilight existence of secrecy and rebellion. He did not, in the beginning, choose to place the people above his family, but in attempting to serve the people, somehow he ignored his responsibility and duties towards his family, and therefore he said that he was prevented from fulfilling his duty towards his family as a father, as a brother, as a son, or as a husband. That is the reason why Mandela said that due to apartheid prevailing in South Africa, he was prevented from fulfilling his duty as obligation and duty as a son, as a brother, as a father, or as a husband. Another question is about Ebright. The How did various projects help Ebright in achieving phenomenal success? Ebright had a scientific attitude right from the beginning. It's a very early childhood. He developed scientific attitude. He built, a device that showed that the spots were producing a hormone necessary for the butterfly's full development. The project was the project was placed at the country fair, and won the first prize at the international, you know, scientific fair. And then it also, got the acknowledgement from the science and engineering community. There he won the third prize or the third place for geology. He also got a device. He also got a chance to work during the summer at the entomology laboratory of the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research. As a high school child or as a high school junior scientist, Richard E. Bright contributed and worked on his advanced equipments on the Monarch Pupa. That year, his project won first place at the International Science Fair and gave him another chance to work in the Army laboratory during summer. In the same year, he went a step further. He grew cells from a monarch's wing in a culture. That project won the first place for geology at the international fair. So we can say that he Bright's way of experimenting in his schooling days really helped him reach the summit of success as a scientist. And he could work at army laboratory at the research center, Department of Agriculture, and could win several prizes as a junior scientist. Thank you. Have a nice day.